story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, growing up with the last name of Milkman, do you think that influenced your...
I wanted to be a printer, but here I am. Well, I was reloading to see if one of my page functions would start working again. Reset fog. Okay, fuck you then. The office building now has a name. It's called Apex Industries. And I would be able to show you a logo, but, you know, Roll20 is being a little freaky right now, so I'll just leave that alone. The police station looks like it always does, unless you're wanting to get pushy in there to go and try to see Eric. No? Okay.
Not at the moment.
Post office. As soon as you walk in, the guy goes, "Your package hasn't arrived yet. How can I help you?"
It's just wondering if our packages were in.
Not yet. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
The public library looks the same.
You haven't got that listed on your list.
No?
Or I've missed... Oh, you might have. I might have missed it when I copied and pasted it.
Excellent.
No, it's not there.
That's even better, yes. A semi-hidden public library. We call it a kind of public library.
Just so you're aware for next time.
Yeah, I'm going to correct that right now.
Now, we'll go in and I want to have a look at the books and stuff to see if they are the same in that. I can't...
All blank.
They were blank, yeah.
Yep. Reliable TV will fix you for good is still there, and the creepy old guy named...
I was just going to say, stand and watch the TVs in the window for a bit first.
Yep. Take a card. Right now, they all say... Let's see if my Roll20 will work to show this. They all say that.
Ooh.
For those listening, it says, "Please stand by."
With the Fallout, "Please stand by" image.
Of course, because you can't get enough Fallout.
That's right.
You want to suck up some radiation, you love it so much.
Well, and Fallout's got the whole 1950s vibe, so of course.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, the schools, it looks like they're a lot bigger, and you know the jungle gyms that are kind of they're kind of like a big pimple, but made of metal with all the climby rungs and shit. The one at the school looks like it suspiciously looks like just a smaller version of the Blood Dome. Okay? Like a kid-sized version of the fucking Thunderdome type deal. And there's regular school, like the high school, and there's an elementary school, and both schools are home of the Bobcats. And the Super Duper Mart, the interesting thing there is they do have a Ovaltine ring giveaway coming soon teaser is up. On the fine print that the time it happens is not specified, and there'll be one per customer. But it looks like it's just up right now is like coming soon, but no idea when soon is. And of course, they sell all of the normal brands that you guys have come to expect, including the famous Gunderson's Unshelled Nuts. Nut. So good. Yeah. And of course, Saddle Up packaged food, Salisbury steak, Spring Valley potato crisp, Grey Tortoise cigarettes, Grognak the Barbarian, The Adventures of Captain Cosmos, all that.
Get some smokes.
No problem. Yeah, you pick up a few packages of smokes. They tell you they'll build the place you give a shit about. And, yeah.
The Grognak the Barbarian comic, is it the same edition?
Yep, currently. Thank card for
It doesn't
really
change.
paying attention to the little details that could fucking change in a sneaky ass way. Eventually, I'll get
Because we've
sneakier.
encountered that comic that was how we tracked down Adora in Gothic. It was for
Town Hall, it's got like a couple of different vacuous women that are like doing the secretarial thing, and then there's the mayor / judge, Theodore Carter, who's like big, thickly built guy who moves around slowly with some white in his black hair. He's like, happy Friday. Now, from here, as you can see on your bubble map, you can.
So that was Main Street.
That's Main Street. There are 4 different directions you could go. You can either head north on Bayview Lane. It looks like a 2-lane thing. You could. Oh, by the way, cars all up and down this street. Some are being driven around. Some are just parked, etc. You could head toward West Main Street, East Main Street, or you go south into what looks like, another picture coming up, tract homes, and a lot of them. Pete, I don't know if you're familiar with the American concept of the tract home, but it's cheaply built. All the homes look exactly the same.
Oh, okay. As in like prefab or something, or
Damn close to it. In fact, let's see, make sure you're on the right map page. There's a picture and a floor plan of exactly what each and every fucking tract home looks like. Some of them have swimming pools in the back and stuff like that. You can see this without going to investigate, just because it's like over there, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the picture that shows the forest thing here, pretty much a lot of forest is surrounding various areas. If you move into an area, as I've been doing, and you can probably see on your bubble map, then I'll point out like which ones go into forest and stuff like that, because I don't have cool professional maps and shit. And I found that they're less useful for PCs. Well, because most of the actual maps are bullshit. All the areas here are either connecting areas or there's something interesting in them. There's no just like, this is a big green area here that doesn't have anything except green in it.
Is this representative of how many houses there are?
Yeah, there's a bunch. This place, at a guess, you would guess maybe it's a large town of like 30, 40,000 people maybe, which
Does
is
there
a
seem
huge
to be that many humanoids around, or do I think... Okay.
Yep, they're all doing different stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other businesses that are of no interest to anybody, including the GM. So, or they're just closed or whatever garbage stuff. But there's, well, you're definitely getting a high points version because, detailing out like a yarn store. I'm sure the PCs would come up with some use for yarn, but anyway. So, which direction would you guys like to head to?
There's a lot of ground to cover. We might want to procure a vehicle.
Plenty of them around. Yeah.
Any of them with keys in them?
Give me a luck roll full because you take your time and go investigate like 20 vehicles.
Oh, I was just going to go up to that house there with a vehicle parked in the driveway and ring the doorbell.
Hello. Happy Friday.
Hi, could we borrow your car, please?
Give me a fast talk roll. He looks you up and down and takes your measure.
Fast talk.
I'll get the keys.
Thank you.
Gives you his fucking car keys.
Yeah, thank you. There
Just
you go.
gas it
There you
up
go,
and bring it back whenever.
Yep.
Happy Friday.
We'll bring it back when we're finished. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Happy Friday.
What kind of car did you want in general? I mean, you've got time to go to whatever house. Would you like convertible, hard top?
It was just that house there. I wasn't that fussed.
Okay, let's see here.
There's no
Hard top.
gas station, is there?
Nope, not that you've seen.
Yeah, I'm curious to see actually.
Okay, so you guys now have a car. Who's going to be doing the driving?
I think Glenn's probably our best driver, I suspect.
Glenn, give me your medium modern land roll, please. Right through the guy's garage. He runs through the living room, runs over the guy's kids.
Splash
No!
into the ball.
Oh, yeah, Glenn is really fucking good. He's like the really slick driver and shit. So yeah, you guys now driving around.
Beautiful.
Unless Glenn wants to do something specific and risky, you need not make any more driving rolls for this adventure.
Yeah.
However, I will find a way to get Pete behind the wheel. Oh yes, I will.
Yes, of course you will. Does it have a fuel gauge?
Sure. It's half full.
All right. We'll just make note of that.
Half empty.
Check it later to see if it's just still stays on half full.
Take a card, Pete. Throughout the course of the day, you discover it is going down.
Oh, of course, and then when it resets in the morning, then it'll be back to half full. Yep. Okay.
Cool. So,
yeah.
which direction? Or I'll move you back to the first sheet so you can dump some of your cards.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry.
Again.
So,
Yay.
what's happening to everybody's picture? I can only see Sheila. Did you guys turn off your cameras, or?
No, you probably changed your view. Did you toggle your view?
Everyone.
No. Oh, I'll bet I know what's happening. I'll bet the internet is going through some convulsions and
your
stuff.
internet showing green.
Oh,
I have taken over.
Jesus, Sheila's taken over. Nothing I can do
Your
about
connection
that.
is showing good.
Hive mind strikes again.
Bow to the house coats.
Speaking of which, I have that very card and I was about to discard it. In all seriousness.
Creepy.
There it is. Hive mind.
There you go.
Alright.
I can't explain it. Apparently Scott and now Sheila's gone and only Pete remains. I suspect people will show up whenever the...
Is it bouncing back and forth as we talk? Or
not really. Hold on, I'm going to try doing my Jitsi thing here. Wait, now everybody's back. I threatened Jitsi? Nope.
Did anybody... Well, actually...
Yeah,
did you want overactive image?
That's gain sanity.
Ignore D6 points of any sand loss.
Yeah, that's probably gonna come up.
Yeah. All right. So toss something. Basically, I was going to discard it otherwise.
Scott go crazy? That can't be.
Okay. Trapping.
After you're done with your card played, let me know which direction you want to go.
Well, let's go south first because I want to. I don't know about you guys. Do you two remember the island with the ruined tower on it in I was going to say police academy, in the Shadow Academy? Near the forest.
Was that where a prisoner was hovering with vomit? Is that the
No,
right
he
place?
he was in the forest. But there was some boats there that were chained up, and I know various people have tried to take the boats and stuff. I never went to the island, but the island looked vaguely. The island and the ruined tower looked vaguely familiar to me. I can't recall that yourselves. I'm just curious to see if this small island with an odd structure on it reminds us of that location or others.
I think we only visited the Shadow Academy once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
now
take a look, see if it.
I've got a question. I'm assuming that you guys are doing a semi, like not an intense, like we kick in every door of every home thing, but like driving up and down all the streets slowly, looking around and shit.
Looking around, seeing if anything leaps out at us.
Everybody give me a spot hidden roll at half as you're being taxied up. Who's riding shotgun, by the way?
Dana can.
Made it.
Okay. Right. He goes,
Yep.
and does like the cool, like, I'm too cool to do the regular parking. I just, and now I'm fucking parallel parked. You notice that the reason that you stopped is that one of the swimming pools has like a faint glow to it, and you thought that may be interesting.
That's one of the swimming pools of the tract homes?
Correct.
Oh, assuming Glenn stops the car, we'll get out and go and check it out.
Well, fortunately, he's got a good enough driving that when he wants to parallel park, it doesn't take him 83 moves. So, like it does Logan. Yeah, I may never stop parallel parking. So, yeah.
Go check it out.
All right. Yeah, it looks like a normal square swimming pool. I had the picture of it up earlier. Here, I'll put it up again. Normal square swimming pool, except, or wait, no, was it square or circular? Let me look. Not circular swimming pool. Here you go. Except that it's got like a faint glow coming from it. Normal house. All the homes look exactly the same. There's nobody in the swimming pool. Or out back in the backyard. There's no dog shit to step in, sadly. I should have put some in there. So, yeah. Missed opportunities.
I guess like a gate or something?
That's what I'm wondering. Either of you, any good at gate and time?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. I haven't gotten myself back up to the level where I can detect gates or anything, unfortunately. Or identify gates, I should say. I think it was whatever it was called.
You guys look in the pool for a while.
It's I gotta break a branch off of a bush there or something and
no problem. You poke the top of the water for a bit. It fails to grab the branch and haul it out of your hand and eat it, so that's a good sign.
Toss
the branch in.
It floats.
Are we getting the spurt wildlife sounds?
Yes. In fact, you've even seen some. Everybody take card. I forgot to mention that. Bugs, wildlife. You've even actually seen some birds, like actual flying birds this time. Yeah.
Animals.
Yeah. Something new for you to kill at last, do you think?
Kill it and eat it.
That's right. Bite the heads off of... Yeah, I'm just glad that Ozzy Osbourne isn't still biting the heads off of bats. Anyway.
It's all his fault. He gave people ideas.
Is there cleaning tools nearby?
No, although looking around, you do see in other pools cleaning tools and stuff. I mean, this one's pretty clean aside from the stick floating around in it.
Yeah, it doesn't have you got the long pole.
If you don't mind invading a neighbor's lawn, you can get one of those long poles with the small nets on it.
I'll go and knock on the back door of the house.
All right. Give me a fast talk roll. Yes, lady.
Yeah, the branch was in your pool. I was just wondering if you got one of the poles to...
Oh, you mean of the house that's here?
Yes, the house that is here.
No, I thought you were going to where the pole was.
No.
No answer on this house.
I shall try the door then.
It is not locked. You go inside, standard 1950s furniture, nobody around. The house doesn't feel especially lived in, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have any kind of soul to it.
Yeah, I was going to look in the bedrooms for clothes, look in the fridge for food.
It has clothes and food and stuff, although it's all set up like this is what a 1950s home should look like. I think we should square off the milk a bit more. I mean, it's too clean, it's too proper, it's too staged. It's like
sterile.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
But the food does appear to be real. I mean, if you want to raid the refrigerator or just trash the house, I guess you could make it less sterile.
No, I suggest we take a note of this.
Home invasion!
It's a good spot to hide out in.
Okay.
It's got clothes and food and stuff, so if we don't want to be in the bed and breakfast, we can fall back to this place.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I look for a rock.
Something that doesn't float.
Unfortunately, he's not playing today, right? So, you find a stone.
Yes. Toss it in the pool.
It sinks to the bottom and sits on the glowing bottom of the pool. You notice that the pool itself seems to be glowing from the floor, if you will, of the pool on up. Like it's imagine the floor of the pool as a light, that's shining up out of it.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So it's the floor itself glowing, not the water.
Okay.
Do they have any swimwear in that closet?
There's one man and one woman's 1950s swimming trunks, which for the man, I mean, fortunately you're not in Italy. God knows what you'd get there. But yeah. Actually, I think they had bikinis are like 1930s or something. So yeah, it's a bikini and swimming trunks.
No? Bikini named after Bikini Atoll?
That's right.
From the bombing.
Yeah,
from the
nuke test.
Yeah, so they weren't nuking in the
B-50s.
No. Well, they'd have them here. There'd be very high-waisted briefs.
There you go.
Probably a halter top issue. But
yep.
Yeah. Well, you gotta get Sheila to stop dressing in the 1950s and shit, Scott. It's just weird.
I get changed.
All right, no problem. You guys watch him get changed. He has no shame at all. If you think about just how much of each other the PCs have seen, they're pretty much immune to any kind of shock. It's like, I've seen his arm blown off before. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah.
Good, it's not blowing off. This is good.
Yay! All right, he gets changed into swimming trunks. He puts down his huge fucking pack of no, it's not that heavy gear, which he brought out of the car and carries everywhere with him just in case there's some minor thing in there he needs in this fucking 100-pound rucksack. Yes, just carefully.
It gets bigger every time he mentions it.
His 400-pound fucking rucksack that rocks the car on the one wheel. Two of the tires explode. He's like, yeah! I got a cooking pot in here now. Okay, you're dressed up in the swimsuit.
So, Glenn, before you dive into the pool...
It does have a diving board, by the way.
Do you have a trump card of yourself? Or does Dane have a trump card of you?
I believe she does. But if she doesn't, I have one of myself.
I do have one of you.
All right.
My whole deck is...
But I'm not good at doing trumps, so...
No.
Looking at you, Josh.
I'm no longer good at doing trumps either.
He's used to man. He used to be good at things, but now...
Calling someone is automatic.
Yeah. As long as we've got a trump card of Glenn that is still functional.
I would like to point out it's 2 long minutes, and most people underwater have trouble holding their breath for 2 long minutes.
I know, but we don't know if it's a gate. We don't know if it is a gate where it goes.
Oh yeah, it's a damn good precaution.
I hope, this is my private dream. You dive down there, and you pass through, and now you're in the very sky of completely underwater other Burlington. And you're just
or isn't he at the bottom of the... Oh, okay. Oh, you mean the pool on the other side? You come out in the pool on the other side and it's air? Or you mean you come...
No, like as if old Burlington is completely full of water right up to the imaginary ceiling up there. And then he'd like... Yeah. There's a little window in their universe that you can swim up and down through.
Oh, okay, so he goes in and then he can come back out again.
Yeah, he's like, look at the layout of that town.
Okay, yeah, from the top looking down. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep.
That was my parenting. There was a child.
I figured you were blowing kisses at somebody rather than just at random. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
You guys are being so quiet. Yay. So either there's only one victor, I saw the middle child, or they're getting along. Like she was successful.
I have conquered.
Yes. I am an only child now. Today's the day.
That's something to look forward to, I guess.
All right, so question, Logan.
I'm Logan.
Yes, you are. The map that Freddie posted on the board, should we have access to that yet?
Which... Oh, is it Burlington?
Yes.
Sure, if you want.
It's the same as the one...
Almost.
He just showed us, right?
He added some stuff, but I'm not...
He's added notes. So not, for example... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say if his shit's all correct and stuff, but actually...
No.
It's best if you ignore it for now, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
shouldn't have posted it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Just delete it off the board.
I will...
Please.
You actually liked the Fred.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, I'll just put removed by powers edit. Delete. Error.
Yeah, if you want to make a note on Monday, he's free to post it up. Monday the 6th.
It's all right. I'm just going to say error.
He'll just repost it is why I put in the you may repost on 6th now.
I'm going to make a comment so he realizes. I'm putting a comment so he realizes that it shouldn't be. And
that was a luxuriant stretch. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Did you crack any vertebrae?
Yeah.
I wish I could still crack vertebrae. I don't think I've done that since I was 20.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Your tent just knocks over.
hang on again.
I get out a 2-liter water bag out of my backpack of doom.
Uh-huh.
I know what I'll do.
And try to fill it with air and seal it.
That's super easy. It'll make swimming down super hard, but yeah, it's got air in it. Will it do you any good? No. Has Logan actually seen somebody try to do this before? Yes. Did it work? No. I mean, it's great if you need a flotation device. You know, it's good for that. Otherwise, no. That's why pearl divers don't fucking do that. They just learn to box their lungs and hold their breath for like 6 minutes or some insane shit. Slow down their fucking heart rate and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But if you need a flotation device, you've got one now.
I get my trump of myself out and hand it to Dana.
That's probably the only thing that'll save your life. Are you wanting to try to swim down with a bunch of air that's fighting you because it wants to be up?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to the diving board.
Mm-hmm. You guys are just sitting there watching him like Pete's typing on his bracelet and going,
All right.
I'm not going to dive until you guys are watching.
Take a card, Scott.
It's true.
Freddie. I'll send him a message just so he knows.
Cool. Scott, now if you'd like to do a cool dive, then it's a jump roll. Or you could use acrobatics if you want to make a really cool dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because acrobatics, you get into some wild shit. If you actually have the skill diving, then you can get into even more specialized things. It's right now acrobatics is like, or even acrobatics is good for the people who are getting ready to commit suicide and off the building and somebody's yelling, "Do a flip!" Well, you've never done that before, Sheila? Come on, we know it better. Right? He goes, falls into the water, and give me a strength roll at half for something, Scott. It just kind of fell off sideways. He's still clutching onto this fucking bag of air, trying to wrestle it down with him, and you're watching him go, and because he's trying to get it under him, but it's trying to push him up, and so he's like, and he's doing the angry. It looks like he's having angry sex with his fucking bag, is what it looks like. Give me a swim roll at half to get down to the bottom, despite this thing trying to get you out of the water. He's like, it's the opposite of a weight belt. Yes, he. It looks like he fucks this thing into submission and goes lower and lower, and eventually he disappears through the floor of the swimming pool. Now, Scott,
oh no,
you get to see a couple of interesting things that look like this. You're first off in this kind of cave that's a little bit lit, and then you get a look at this thing which sees you and looks surprised as you seem to be swimming into some sort of underwater cave. And it looks at you and goes, "Ah!"
Oh my gosh.
What do you do, Scott?
I go back the way I came.
That's pretty easy. Give me a swim roll at a plus 30 as you're trying to go up, and up is the direction your big bag of air wants to go. Blah! Oh, if he had fucking failed it, I'd have the bag escape and him go, "No!" You guys just watch the bag shoots out, and he's like, he's dead. No problem. He comes shooting back out of the floor of the thing and quickly gets the air and does a lot of the big breathing and stuff. He looks a bit freaked out.
So how'd it go?
Do I get tarot cards for that?
Yeah, they're yes, you do actually. I think. Let me double check.
Inside the bag, hopefully.
Probably not. They're probably inside your swimming suit, trying to paper cut your dick off. But let me check real quick, because everything is trying to kill you in this world. Let's see, Burlington. You totally do. So let me make a note. Take a card for reminding me about the trump cards. So anybody who wants to ride the airbag, as it I'm sure will become called, can try to get some cards. Ride the airbag. Let's see your new cards. Let me give these a good shuffle a couple times here, because I do think it's very funny that after all the fucking tarot cards you've only got one deck ready to go, and then the rest is like spares.
We've got two cards that we've got up to 8 additional copies of it. And yet,
well, I shuffled these 3 times, and here's his new cards for you to write down, Pete. The Page of Cups. And another 4 of Wands, because you just got one recently. I shuffled 3 times, so obviously they're trying to send you a very strong message.
I hand them directly to Joshua.
It gives you these soggy cards and stuff, which I'm sure will dry out just fine.
I've got to circle that. So, what'd you...
So, I went through the bottom of the pool. There's a big underwater cave.
Big. And lots of shit in there, by the way. Lots of interesting shit to see and everything. Your vision, it wasn't quite water. It was water enough to drown your ass, you're sure of that. But you could see a lot further in it, and there's all kinds of cool shit in there. But you ran out of time. So.
I've been to underwater Burlington. It didn't look like that. Big, huge cave. Nasty fish monster with the teeth of death and the thing hanging off of its forehead.
How big?
How big was it?
Football.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. The worst thing is
about the size of a baby's fist.
The worst thing is,
right
Scott,
up in your face.
You think there was a lot more in there, and this is the one that you saw.
Okay. Yeah.
Football, everybody's like, but you, yeah,
when you consider how big piranha are, and
piranha are like smaller than my fist. A lot of them, but this thing was American football sized. Woohoo! And you're pretty sure if it was thrown through the air, you might even be able to get a spiral off of it.
So you could see in there, obviously, because you could see the fish, or does the fish have one of those ones with little lights on them or whatever?
There was light coming from somewhere. I don't think I could see any sources.
Diffused light of some sort.
Lots of different weird glowing coral and shit like that. It's kind of place that having a light source, like an underwater light source, would probably be a help, but it has enough what I call hero light. Like, the hero goes into the dark cave and is too dumb to bring a torch. Hero light, otherwise the story just stops as the hero goes, I'm going to go to Ace Hardware and buy a torch. Ha 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 ha. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so I could see a lot farther than you normally would underwater. Less
I'm just
refraction or whatever. Very clear.
Okay. So clearer than normal water. Yeah, but how water you can only see certain depth, yeah.
Hero opacity, yes.
There you go. So, you're still wet, Scott.
I go in the house and look for a towel.
It just shows like... No problem. Do you want to get changed back into your clothes after getting cleaned up and stuff? I mean, there's even a shower in here and stuff. You get all cleaned up.
I take a shower.
Rinse off, get dressed. Yeah. You're all... You come back after like a half an hour. Those two are standing out there looking at the slightly glowing pool.
I'm in the kitchen looking for nuts.
There is some Gunderson's unshelled nuts in there. It says nut. So good. Right there on the packet. So, yeah.
Snack on that.
Great. Yeah.
You
get the protein. Yeah, they're not so good. Okay. You're all together again.
You guys gonna take a dip?
No.
Not without shark repellent.
I don't think I'm a very good swimmer. Let me just double check things. Swim. Yeah.
Should see if they have any diving gear at the store or at the bay. Marina? There's a marina, right? Something to check out.
Scuba's been moved, hasn't it? It's become
tiny modern water.
Yeah.
Which is great because any other tiny modern water is also covered.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find them there. Like, if you get one of those that you can haul yourself behind and shit. So, what are you guys going to do? Would you like to continue your investigations?
Yes, I think so.
Very well. Pete, as you're driving along with Glenn up there driving and Dana looking around carefully, it just shows like the camera pan over to the seat next to you where this fully inflated wet bag is sitting like it's another person. Because I know he's not leaving it behind. He didn't state he wanted deflated, so now it's a fucking fourth passenger in the car.
It's only 2 liters.
I'm just imagining it is the same size as Pete for some reason. Just sitting there in the seat next to him. Possibly with a fucking hat on and maybe some glasses. So, from here, the only real direction to go is a dirt road that looks like it's little more than 2 tire tracks. Assuming you want to slow the fuck down, it should be not a problem to navigate. By the way, if you were not driving, it would literally be hours of walking to these different places and such. The zone appears to be a lot larger. Although until you like go all the way across it, you won't be able to tell the total length or width. Okay. The freshwater lake looks like it is, well, here, let me show you the interesting as hell picture first, because that's the one that you are going to care about the most. Out in the middle of the lake is that structure. More details on the lake. This structure, 2.5 kilometers away. Okay? Not close at all.
Well, that's okay.
The lake is about 5-ish, maybe a bit more kilometers. And there are, next to the lake is one of those small docks. It's not the kind that has boats tied up to it. It's the kind that, like, if you take the dirt road all the way over, it goes down into the water a bit so you can back your boat into it. Yes, you did see some of the tract home people own boats. Yes, you could go steal a fucking car with a boat hooked up to the back of it, or just go, can I borrow your car and boat? You don't know me, but I'm charming. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the kind of dock that if you were to get your fishing boat out, then you can like load in your beer or whatever and then go out there. There are other boats and stuff out in the lake. People are fishing. Some are canoeing around. There's forests surrounding the lake. There's a very small island with that structure in it. And it looks like it's a 5-sided stone structure of some sort. Mostly in ruins. It's got like a wall and a little bit left. Nobody. There is a guy who is actually standing on that island with his back to the structure. It looks like he's fishing.
I shall pull out my binoculars and have a scan around.
Cool. You don't see anything else that's really like, ooh, neat.
Yep. All right. Did we want to get a boat? Go out, check out the structure, or does
Yes.
does the structure look vaguely familiar, like the feeling we got in Shadow Academy with the island with the structure on it?
A bit. Is it exactly the same? You're not really sure on that part, but it kind of has a similar vibe for sure. I mean, just so you know, the guy who's fishing there, he's got like a little boat tethered up. He doesn't seem at all excited by his structure. Okay, he's like, I give a fuck about this. Looks like he's just sitting there having some beers and fucking fishing.
We flag down one of the boaters, or are they too far out?
You might be able to flag down somebody who's out there. Sure, you begin trying that. Let me see what they do. They wave at you. They can't hear you from here, but you're pretty sure. Give me a lip reading roll.
Happy Friday.
Hey, that's a good guess, you're thinking. They continue on with whatever they're doing as you guys are like,
I don't know, what are you saying? Do we want to go and borrow someone's boat? And car?
Sure. Right. Pete, give me a fast talk roll. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
One of you can, if you wish.
Try to look for a sailboat.
I can row. I know how to use a rowboat.
You want like a canoe?
I'm good at small manual watercraft.
I've got medium primitive.
Sailboat. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what small. Manual doesn't. Yeah, manual is not. Is separate to primitive, modern, futuristic.
And guessing primitive would also cover a rowboat.
Possibly.
Yeah. So you guys go find a canoe. Who wants to talk to nice people and say, I need your car, I need your canoe, I need your clothes.
Give them to me.
I will.
Okay.
I want you to give it a shot.
It just shows like some guy he's got a pipe because of course he does. It's not lit because
nice canoe you got there.
Oh. It's a fine looking water vehicle.
He says. Why, thank you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. My friends and I were hoping to get out on the lake.
Oh.
And was wondering if you'd be kind enough to lend us your boat.
Well, you're going to roll or keep me in suspense? No, he says.
Yeah.
Well, that plan's dead.
Did you want to try? Well, if only there was other houses around here that might have boats we could try.
Got two. Whole different house. Glenn goes through the same thing. Try one last fast talk roll. This is the only other canoe that's no.
Would you like a reroll card, Glenn?
Sure.
I was saving them for Dana when she put on the hairdryer, but
it's fucking hilarious. It's like McKay walks up there like, would you like my child? I don't need it. I got too many. He's like, hey. If Glenn fails this again, it's extra funny.
hit the trade accept button.
It did.
It's saying Glenn is undecided.
You undecisive person.
Reroll. Fast talk.
Yay.
Cut two. Right. Give me another driving roll simply because now you're hauling something else and you're going over this dirt road thing. So it's a little bit dicey. You don't want to... Yeah, you're fucking great at this. You guys go out there. Who's doing the... I know that everybody's going to roll who's the primary, and the others can support if they wish.
The medium?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get all of you. And although, are you wanting to bring your 300-pound bag of shit? Which shit did you want to bring?
Should fit.
Right. It shows the fucking inflated bag like balanced on top of this huge pile of shit, and it's lifting up the boat.
Well, tie the inflated bag to the rest of your pack.
Cool. So who's primary on row your boat?
Well, I'm not a professional.
I've never done this at all,
I don't know
apparently.
how confident you guys are.
They don't look at all confident. You think that you all may drown.
Okay.
I can do small, not medium.
I might be able to swim it. That's where I'm at.
I will accept your support.
Right, everybody roll to support the guy who's going to get you all killed. Yay! Death.
And what's this one considered?
You're going for medium, primitive, water.
I'll just do...
No problem. He gives you a -10 as he seems to be actively trying to get everybody killed. He may capsize your whole 500-pound equipment
Dana
stuff.
managed to make a roll.
I succeeded.
Ah, all right, Glenn, you're only at a -5. McKay keeps trying to rock the boat, and you keep going, don't push the boat over, and he goes, rock the boat, and you go, don't push the boat over, and she goes, rock the boat, because it's old music day. All right, no problem. The boat is sunk. All Glenn's gear and everybody else's is at the bottom. You're all treading water right now, looking with recrimination at each other. The only thing that survived is the inflated bag, which is floating next to Glenn, and it's still got its hat and sunglasses on. It looks smug.
You guys got a reroll?
Ah.
Yeah.
What? That's a perfectly good. Nobody's even hurt. You're just halfway there, and your boat's gone down.
I'll just play the reroll for you.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you trade him a card. And are you wishing support again? I mean, Pete was successful last time in scuttling the ship.
Go ahead.
The voice of desperation. Yeah, at least he's not this time Dana insists on pulling what she calls a George Washington by standing in the front of the boat, yes, going, row, row, and she keeps talking about
this cat has given me so many new ideas.
Even at the -10, you've managed to get there, possibly balancing out her thing with all the gear in the back, and you're thinking, the only bad thing is you'll probably have to roll again to get back off of the island, but that's for another time. You guys head out to the island to have a look around, and aside from the fisherman who's like, you shouldn't stand up on this road. aside from that, it's as you see in the picture. It doesn't look like there's really anything there. It seems to be some sort of old ruins. You're not really even sure what the building was.
Shall traipse around having a look.
Happy Friday!
You know this building was?
I don't know. It's been around for, it seems like, forever, he says. And then when he says forever, it just shows like, Happy Friday, Happy Friday, Happy Friday. And he's like,
It's not something from the Civil War time, or...
Could be. He admits it does look a bit Civil War-ish. Take a card. That sounds like a good rational thing. Although you have doubts. Give me Civil War history or history rolls. Well, if somebody has Civil War history, I'll give them a lot more detail.
History.
Right. According to, is that Dana that doesn't have her name? No, that's fucking Scott. Scott, put your name in the thing sometime so I can tell who it is that rolled and fumbled. According to Scott, this was done by the saucer people. He's going, aliens. You other two look at him and it's like, we have no better theories.
He sounds confident.
The basic info tab. The very first spot that says name, is it where you've got your skills, where you got your stats?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It would really help me out just to know who the fuck it is.
It's every time I post, it has my name on there. It's just not in the box.
Yeah, but it's not on the skill, so I can't tell whose skill it is. Oh, I see what you mean. All right, so if you roll multiple skills, then it's guess. Got it. Put it in the box. And so, right, you guys hang out on the island.
I'm not going to do that. Just like type a name.
So are you thinking, Sheila, that's where the kids get it from?
Oh, I already knew. This is not new information. I'm not going to do that. Like, this much effort.
Sad.
And so, you have to draw your moral line somewhere. It's just, I can't do that. In the sand.
Yep, he's put his line in the sand.
You got to pick your battles when you're married. I understand.
So there's nothing interesting above water.
What'd you say there?
So there's nothing interesting above water?
Above water? No.
What sort of fish do you get here?
He goes on and on. Give me an animal lore roll as he talks about the fish.
Animal lore.
Or zoology.
Zoology.
Yep.
The kind of fish that he's talking about are perfectly normal to haul out of Californian lakes. Whatever the fuck they are, I don't know.
Okay. The fish you typically find in Californian lakes.
Very typical fish. Nothing like extremely pricey or special or whatever. He even shows you the fish. They look like regular fish. None that look super fucking scary, bite your face off like Scott's newest nightmare fish. That's the kind of fish that, after seeing once, it'll probably be a recurring villain in your fucking nightmares for a while. You're thinking, just coming face to face with that, it's like, save me now, bag of air. Come with me if you want to live. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Certainly.
Anyone ever go swimming around here?
Sure. There's a nice swimming area over there. Good sandy beach.
Start taking off my clothes.
I don't. Wow.
That's a long way away. I don't, unless you're a really strong swimmer, I don't recommend it. Plus, there's women present, bub. You can't go stripping down from a woman. He looks around.
That was just us.
He says... You guys strip down and try to swim for 2.5 kilometers? That's a long fucking swim. It's like a couple hour walk, but swimming, I mean, it's not quite English Channel, but it's not a pleasant swim.
Just want to have a look-see.
So you're swimming around the island, looking in the waters around the island?
Oh, that's a whole different deal, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, the English Channel's 10 times across, so, you're not going to fucking die, but, well, you might get a cramp and then fucking die if you try to swim to the sandy beach that's over there. By the way, getting to the sandy beach, if you were on the shore, not a real, it's like a walk around the thing.
Not going to the fucking beach.
Oh, okay, you want to get in and swim around the island. Cool, give me a swim roll. You go tooling around. The guy's a little upset, by the way, at this.
I just want to stick my head underwater and see if there's like a below water part of the structure.
No, the water's fairly clear, but it's not clear enough to really get a good view of what it is, but it looks rough. So you're thinking that it's probably the island thing that it's on, as opposed to a nice smooth wall. And the guy's upset because he's scaring away my fish, he complains.
Yeah, they're fish. They'll come back in 5 minutes.
Oh. He sits there with his head underwater until he fucking needs to breathe, and then he comes up gasping.
So nothing to see here?
Doesn't look like it. There's no weird secret doors and shit like that. It looks like a perfectly ordinary, ruined, mysterious fortress out in the middle of a fucking lake that you almost died getting to and will probably die getting back.
I want to go to an area in the ruins where the guy can't see us. Which I assume won't be that hard.
It's not that hard, but it's not that big a fortress either. In fact, I think there's a person at the foreground to give you a sense of scale.
Yeah. I'll want to pull out my magic glasses and see if I can activate them.
Nice.
Excellent. Your willpower roll for the magic glasses activation roll is... Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. Is... There it is. Willpower times 3.
All right. Zolt. Nope. Did either of you want to have a try?
I follow suit.
It shows him crawl into his bag and ruffle around and comes out with goggles. Yeah.